Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus, and today we are going to be playing with the Countess watching over us all as we want to focus a single character down with this whack stress team. So this was a suggestion. Someone wanted me to play with Expose, the Panic Darts and the Weakening Curse, and then the fourth character of my picking to just basically focusing a character down as quickly as possible by just getting the exposed debuff on them to get more crit chance and then just going absolutely ham with crit after crit. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Now, who do we want to focus down? Probably the Crusader in this situation, so we're gonna go for him. In terms of the setup, I ended up picking the Abomination as my fourth character because I wanted to have the Wretch's Cloak Horror, because the Horror is gonna make sure that at the very least, even though we're focusing a single character down, at the very least we'll have a bit of horror on the rest of the entire team, so we're gonna be doing like a minimal amount of stress to them as well. And it also lets me go for something like this, and please let it happen, because our crit chance is 40.5, 40.5%, and I miss it. Fuck, yeah. Oh, that's bad. That is really bad. You know, that's kind of the problem here. It can either miss or it can crit for like 25 against 15 prot. Yeah. Oh god, this is a zealous rake team, isn't it? Yeah, it's kind of a zealous rake team. I'm gonna go Weakening Curse on that. No crits! Dude, I did a practice match against the bot and I was getting so many crits. Okay, unlucky. But yeah, we have the Shadow Padlock here for the more crit chance and more damage. And yeah, and also a little bit of bleed on top if it were to work. We have the Grave Robber, the Satchel of Dirty Tricks, and Monkey Spawn. Nothing too special about that. She's just gonna drop the Panic Darts and try to get a crit. Maybe I could go Leatherband Julia, actually. Oh my god, they're gonna go Inspiring Cry. Oh, that's so cringe! Inspiring Cry is gonna ruin my plans here. But, no, I mean, it should be okay, because I'm gonna drop another debuff on there. And yeah, this is gonna get rough for my opponent. Let's drop another debuff. And I'm not gonna miss now, so yeah, let's do this. I still don't get a crit, even with the Expose. Yeah, that's more crits received chance, and they dropped the Emboldening Vapors on him, so they kind of went 3v4 in that round. Honestly, they kind of went 2v4 even, because the only character on their team that did anything remotely useful was the Abomination, summoning my my Grave Robber. Yeah, I figured they would try to go for that. I had expected them to do something of the like, so I'm actually just gonna go for the Weakening Curse immediately, just to apply debuff again, make sure he goes down to 0 prot once more. Okay, I really... you have to do 5 stress. I don't do 5 stress with anything. Unless I do a crit rage or something. The only character that I do 5 stress with is the Grave Robber, but it's a complete waste. Yeah, this is kind of the problem of playing a single target stress team, and let's analyze that for just a second. Single target stress teams are usually not... Oh my god, was that a mineral? Oh, that's so bullshit. Oh my god. Yeah, these teams are usually not played because you just get a lot more pressure by just using the AoE abilities. You just get a lot more general pressure than focusing a single character down. Because if you want to focus a single character down, doing it through the death blow is a lot easier and a lot faster than doing it through stress. So you're almost always going to end up at a character disadvantage if you try to do this. Even if you do get the kill, which, I mean, you probably will, but... sure, I'll go for it anyway. What a waste. Jeez, what a waste. My Shieldbreaker isn't even in position to, like, do anything anymore unless I Shadow Fade. Sure, I guess I'm fine with that. They did get one Virtue there. One thing that's good for me here is that my opponent kind of has a team that isn't that great. You know, this Plague Doctor is kind of just here to drop the Emboldening Vapors and then do nothing. The Abomination is a good character for sure, but the Antiquarian is also here to just drop the Rejuvenating Vapors and then not do anything else, but I completely counter Rejuvenating Vapors, so it's not something that I'm too worried about. And it doesn't really feel like they want to go for... Oh, okay, no, there goes the Fetching Vapors. Does it work? Yeah, it's relatively well. Works relatively well. Okay, surely I get it this time. Surely I get a decent damage roll now. Like, it should drop him to 0 here. That is so insane. That is so insane. My lack of luck is out of this world. Like, completely out of this world. Can you believe that not once, not twice, but 3 times in a row, I get robbed by this abomination, just doing fuck all. Yeah, that's what he did the entire time. Okay, now I'm completely screwed because I don't have a self-heal on this occultist. I'm gonna go weakening curse. No crits still. Like, I don't even need the expose. I have really high crit chances, but it's just not working. It's just not working. I'm gonna keep playing this until it works, by the way. Like, if it doesn't work now, it will work eventually. Paranoid, no act outs. Yeah, also, if you get afflictions on everyone, then you can actually benefit from act outs. If you do this, then I mean, what happens, right? Okay, they got rid of the debuff, but I should still be able to do enough. Yeah, that's enough. Ah! He's 1 stress away from dying. It's so insane. It's so insane. How can my opponent get away with this? How can he get away with this blatant cheating? Right? Clueless. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild, this freaking Crusader. And they get the immediate 50-50, because, I mean, why wouldn't they, right? Why wouldn't they? How do I even kill him? Do I just go for the puncture? I guess. Okay, I get the 25 here though. That's good. Oh, in terms of the background, this is another one of the modded backgrounds. So I did say I was going to kind of like change a lot between the modded backgrounds in the previous video, and this is one of them. This is the Baron Circus. So instead of it being hosted by the Ringmaster and so on, it's actually hosted by the Baron himself. So you have the Viscount on there, you have all the, I think I want to drop Expose here, right? Expose looks good, but Stun looks better. Stun looks better. Let's go Expose here, let's go Expose. Yeah, no, I wouldn't even be able to go, no, I would be able to go Stun, but let's go Expose for a second. Yeah, just get the debuff on him too. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, you have the Viscount. I'm not sure if you see the Baron anywhere, actually, unless that's him. I'm not entirely sure, but you have the whole Crimson Court just chilling, just enjoying the Butcher Circus matches here with the Crimson Court banner and the Sigil and the Brass Bugles. It's a cool background. It is a cool background. I'd say this is maybe not a better arena than the base game arena, like in terms of where you'd want to compete and which one looks the scariest. I'm not entirely sure if this one is scarier than the base game one, but I definitely dig it. Like, imagine a group of those prisoners, right? Because when you go to the Crimson Court, you do actually find prisoners there and you can rescue them. Imagine the reason that they have those prisoners is so they can stuff them into the fighting pits, and whoever wins is the strongest, which means that he'll have the bestest blood, which means that he gets feasted on directly by the Countess, right? That's his prize. That's his prize for winning. If you lose, then, you know, you die in glorious battle. If you win, then I guess you die being exsanguinated. At least it's not a flagellant doing the exsanguinate, right? At least it's the Countess. It's gonna be fun for like half of it, I guess. Okay, I am, wow. Wait, what? Oh, okay, yeah. What? I'm so... Wait, what happened? Why am I not dazed? I have to look back, because I should be able to transform. Or be dazed, even, at least. What? No, didn't they go Noxious Blast on me, and that's why I went Afflicted? And no. I'm at 100 stress, so I must have clicked, gone Afflicted, de-transformed, but didn't get dazed. So now I can click him immediately. Something happened, man. Something happened. I'm gonna have to look back at the recording, because something happened. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but something definitely did. Okay, that's more like it. Crit 27. Should have been a lot more if this game wasn't complete BS and didn't give me Fearful as my affliction of choice, but I'll very much take it. Yeah, very happily take it. I'm completely screwed against this Antiquarian though. And the Plague Doctor too. I guess she's gonna be annoying as well. But yeah, the Antiquarian, she's gonna kill my Grave Robber without me being able to do that much about it. And then the Shield Breaker. She does have 35 dodge and the Serpent Sway, but I mean, can I really break through this Antiquarian? I don't know. I mean, I do have my Abomination as well. I can potentially perma-stun her if it gets to that. Did they really get the 55 blight? That's crazy, chat. That's crazy. I'm gonna go pick the device here. Drop to this door. Maybe a damage affliction. Good, 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 good. I'll take it very happily. And that's a guaranteed hit. And a crit too. Okay, not too bad. That's giving me dodge. Dodge might let me actually not immediately die to the Festering Vapors. Plus it's a 50-50. So there's a decent chance that it doesn't kill me. There's also a decent chance that it does, but okay. That's fine. That's fine. Now, I do have a bit of a problem here, which is the fact that they are regenning. So if I don't get this kill, which I don't, they'll regen themselves out of this door and then be able to go for whatever they want to. Yeah. Which is not ideal for me. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that helps. That helps, definitely. That gets rid of the regen problem. They're gonna go Absolution. I think I just Rage on that again, right? Probably. Yeah, probably just Rage on that again. Okay. Oh, no. Ah, you bozo. You bozo. 10 to 18. I mean, I need to do damage, right? Does stun do enough damage is the question. Let's go stun. Let's go stun. I feel like preventing the second Absolution is a bit more important here. Oh, 5 to 9. I do 7. Is 7 gonna be enough? I don't know. I don't know if 7 is gonna be enough. Not getting the crit there kind of sucks. Okay, they're gonna go Festering. Come on. Yeah. I got so robbed the first few matches of this round. Yeah, I mean, the first few rounds of this match. Chef, English. Okay, good expose, but no, I feel like it's still a little too late. There's really not much I can do anymore in this situation, which is quite sad. But I mean, it's just maybe if the Abomination doesn't die, okay. Like the Abomination just has to not die, but yeah, that looks easier said than done. Oh, he still has 2 heals too. That sucks. That really sucks. I have to go for the kill here and get it. And then I need them to be greedy and go for the Festering Vapors rather than the Noxious Blast to get the kill here. If that happens, I could still win the match. Oh, that's so BS. They don't even... Okay, they are irrational. They could self-hit, but yeah, they don't even die on that. Let's see. They click him immediately. Wait, that gives me a chance to self-heal. Oh no, they're gonna go stun. Yeah, it's Jover. It's Jover. There's nothing I can do here. They're just gonna go for the... Festering Vapors kill or whatever. Yeah, I won't be able to kill the Abomination. I survive. Now I'm just gonna go Noxious Blast, and there's no old image I win, so let's go for the next match. Well, well, well. It would appear that the buffoon is flummoxed, and would you look at that, we get a rematch. Lock in. Lean forward and lock in. Let's do this. I'm gonna get the Transform Crit Rage this time. You're gonna see. I think I go for the exact same game plan. Exact same game plan. We do not learn anything from our past mistakes. And we're gonna get this Crusader out of the match ASAP. As soon as... oh, I misclicked! I didn't mean to click the Grave Robber. Oh, I meant to click the Shield Breaker. Okay, that sucks. That sucks balls, man. Why did I... Oh. Okay, it's not the end of the world. We can go Captivate. Kind of play this a bit differently. Wait, did we desync? I guess we must have desynced. We must have desynced. I'm very happy about that, I guess, because I wanted to go Expose on there. Not go Panic Darts. We must have desynced. My internet's working. My internet is working. Theirs is not. 28 days have passed, and I'm still waiting for this match to finish. That's something that you could say in 2020, but that's not something I'm gonna do now. There was this whole event, well, not an event, but this occasion, or like just anomaly that you'd have in the game where people would desync, but they would both still be in the match. So you could see the other person like hover over your characters while they hover over your characters. And it was basically just a game of... whoever wanted to surrender first, right? So you wouldn't lose if you didn't surrender, but you'd also not get out of the match if you didn't surrender or if your opponent didn't surrender. So if you had a lot of free time, you could just go away and just let it simmer and wait for your opponent to do the surrendering. I actually did do that once. Not because I care that much, but because it was the perfect excuse to actually put in a workout, and so that's exactly what I did. Yeah, I just went for my workout session. 2 hours later, I came back, and then I just kept playing. Right, I just kept playing. The person had surrendered. I think that's what happened. It was a long time ago. But I do remember something like that. Okay, we get a third match together. I go first once more. Let's not misclick our grave robber out of excitement, shall we? Shepherd of the dogs. And let's go for the expose this time. Still no crits. 16.5% chance and still no crits. Surely I will get a crit rage now. I mean, they're probably gonna try to maybe... it's difficult for them, but they want to stun one of these, right? Oh dear. Yeah, okay, they're going Evolving Vapors on the A-bomb. Yeah, whatever they do, it's gonna hurt, I can tell you that much. Let's go Transform Rage. Come on, the Rage. 80 to hit. Yeah, that's more like it. 80 to hit and they get the crit for 26. It wasn't 25 like I said, it was 26, but I'll very happily take it. Yeah, it's miss or crit 26. It's just like the Holy Lands. Just like the Holy Lands. You either miss or you crit for 27. I'm surprised actually. Only do 26 considering the transformation buff and the shadow padlock, but I guess they do have the protection on there, so we would do a fair bit more if it weren't for that. Wow, that's huge. Dodging that is absolutely massive. Yeah, dodging that is absolutely massive. Really unlikely too. They had a over 80% chance to hit, so really unlikely for me to dodge that. I don't get a crit panic darts, which is kind of shitty, but well, you know, you can't have everything, right? You can't have absolutely everything. They're probably gonna go Inspiring Cry here, but if they do, I'm just gonna go Weakening Curse, and I won't get him afflicted, but... I mean, should I go Weakening Curse, or should I go Abyssal? Because Abyssal is just so much pressure, you know? Nah, but come on, Chef. The idea is to focus a single character down, but this is genuinely, like, really dangerous. If this team, if you go against, like, the correct target, or the correct group of targets that don't like just completely demolish you in 3 turns. If you go against like an Immortal Musketeer, you probably win. You probably win. You have Shieldbreaker to focus someone down, and then you have freaking a lot of pressure with the Occultist, a lot of pressure with the Grave Robber, and you have a lot of pressure with the Abomination. You just go crazy. You absolutely go crazy with a team like this. Okay, I think the move here is to go for the stun, because I do have a lot of plus damage, and he still has that exposed debuff, and this prevents him from using another action. So let's go for the stun on... I failed the 95! I failed the 95. No justice in this world. No justice in this world. Shattered Padlock. Shattered Padlock. Why do you do me so? I failed the 95% stun chance. Maldavius victory. Can't believe it! Can't believe it. Now they just get the self-heal. Watch them crit. Okay, they don't crit, but... Let's go. Oh, if I go expose, my freaking... Oh, I hate this. Oh, 3 to 7, that's so BS. Let's do it anyway. Wait, what? I didn't mean to go puncture. I'm fine with it though. Yeah, I'm fine with this. I'm still gonna go Panic Darts and the Weakening Curse, and you'll see, he'll still be dead. Even without the debuff, I feel, because... especially with the Hand of Glory here for more stressed out and the Panic Darts. Oh yeah, I did forget to mention like half of the character's trinkets. So the Shieldbreaker goes Eerie Eye, so she can actually get the debuff with her Expose, and it gives her more accuracy too. And it lets her continuously puncture someone that has stealth, so that's good as well. And she goes Graceful Ankle just to give herself a bit of dodge so she doesn't get stunned, so you can actually use your defensive abilities that you want to use. I'm gonna go Panic Darts on here. That's the death blow on the 25. And look at this, we're looking at such a different match. Yeah, we're looking at a match where this DTDWH fella has an Abomination that's about to transform Rage and have plus 75% damage mod on it. He's gonna one-shot my A-bomb on a mid-roll. And he has plus 30 accuracy too. Okay, that has to be the minimumest of minimum rolls. Like, absolutely has to be the minimumest of minimum rolls. And my opponent surrenders. Boo-hoo! Things go wrong and you surrender immediately. Boo-hoo! Honestly, yeah. Uncool, bro. Uncool. Let me keep pressuring you. Uncool. Things went wrong for me, and I waited until the very end to surrender, until the match was completely lost. But I mean, I guess the match was lost anyway, because they didn't have a way of dealing with my occultist. I really misplayed in the previous match, letting the occultist go to position 3. Yeah, it was quite a misplay. Okay, let's go for another one. Well. 744282242. Let's do this. And it's a and it's a Salak prot. A Suffer Salak prot, huh? No reclaim. No reclaim. A Lunge Grave Robber. I guess I'll leave her for last. Men-at-Arms with Shield Spike. And Crusader with Glorious Standard Brass Bugle. Wow. Wow. I think I focused the Crusader down first. Yeah. Has to be the move here. Let's get rid of him, because, I mean, this is Brass Bugle Glorious Standard Crusader. He's stress healing for 4-5. 4-5 is very insane. Very freaking insane. So let's do this. Also, the other person, DTDWH, is actually a Chinese player and apparently a legendary campaign player. They immediately texted me after the match. No, not DTDH, but someone from the Chinese community that's actually in the Discord server. And yeah, they're a bit amazed that the Crusader died in round 2 and saying that Expose is very meta, which is funny. Okay, they went Bolster here, which is a bit weird. It is a bit weird. I'm actually gonna go for the Weakening Curse just to get rid of that protection on the Crusader and make sure that our Transform Rage and the Panic Darts does a bit more damage than it would do otherwise. My opponent still has a decent amount of pressure here with the Panic Darts and the Rain of Sorrows, so it's not all that easy for me. Doesn't help that they get the hit and the crit either, of course not, but you know, what can I do? I'm gonna go for the Transform Rage, watch me get another crit on it. I might miss. Yeah, chance of missing, but no, it's a crit 26 instead. Like, it's so beautiful, man. It's so freaking beautiful. You just go in and you get crit for 26 with the Transform Rage on a character that should have like 35 procs and just be completely insane. Hell, I might even go pick to the face here. I don't think so though. I'm gonna go for this instead. Get him afflicted, or at least like very close to afflicted. And yeah, he's dropping and going afflicted the moment he clicks. This is really bad for my opponent. If they go guard, I immediately puncture and their life gets harder. Yeah, this is... Look at this team. Like, this person is Darkest One. They're playing a different variation of the Salak prot. Like, this is a variation that instead of having Protection Crusader and the Men-at-Arms with the Ran Secure roll, it has a Crusader that has more anti-stress, so you have better anti-stress capabilities, and to make up for that, against the damage side of things, you have something to clear the marks, and you have the Gladiator help to make your Flagellant a bit more tanky. So it might be a bit of a weird setup, but it's definitely not a bad one. Definitely not a bad one my opponent has. And this team, despite looking weird as shit and playing weird as shit, actually does work, and it actually completely breaks through this. And even if I don't break through with the damage, I'm gonna break through with the stress. You can heal here, but I'm just gonna rage again. I mean, you might even pass now because of the affliction. Let's see. No act out, unfortunate. And that is 25 dodge as well. 25 dodge is kind of annoying. I might miss. Yeah, missing here would be really cringe, and it might actually happen, but let's hope that it doesn't. They cleared the debuffs, so I'm not sure that Manacles does enough damage, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not sure that Manacles does enough damage. This does enough, though. Do I want to push him to the back? Yeah, I'd be happy with it. I'd be fine with it. Yeah, this is just more accuracy, like an extra 10 accuracy. Well, it just feels a lot better to actually get the hit here and to go for the death blow. And this is more how a match should play out. This is a lot more how a match should play out, rather than the way it was playing before with me getting 0 crits and all that nonsense, right? Okay, so I have the plus dodge here, so I'm gonna... Which turn do I value more? I mean, I'm gonna have to go for both anyway. Let's go for the weakening cards first. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go for both anyway, so let's do this and keep the dodge. And then we're gonna go for the panic darts. This occultist will die, but for him to die, they have to get a lucky death blow. While for this crusader to die, I just have to go for one more panic darts and he's dead to stress, basically. Or at least he should be. Yeah, no more crits received on him, unfortunately, because Rally to the Flame is totally fair and balanced. But yeah, that should be... Oh, it's not! He's still alive! Okay, he's still alive, even with that. Hey, he's not taking enough stress, no. He's gonna self-heal again. And, yeah, this... annoying, very annoying. Please pass. And no act outs. I guess Fearful is just a virtue here, making my life a bit more difficult. Yeah, XD. Okay, all I have to do is 6 damage. Does Expose do 6 damage? Don't think so, Shep. I do not think so. All I have to do is actually just hit him. Wait, I can ignore him. That's true, I can ignore him. Yeah, I can actually ignore him. It's a bit risky, the game that I'm about to play here, but I think I can ignore him. And just go panic darts here on the men-at-arms and start working on him before he uses his riposte. So yeah, the reason I can ignore him here is because he has the DOT on him and he's dying. The only way for them to save him is to go Suffer. But if they go Suffer, then I just slam and he dies anyway. And then they lose a turn doing that. And they can also try to go Guard or something of the likes, but it's also not going to work out too well. Okay, I go Abusive, so I'm just going to go ahead and... well, probably click anyway, right? Unless I want to... No, let's not click. Let's not click just yet, and let's actually go Captivate here on the men-at-arms. Get more Blight on him, and look at this. That's wait, that's his entire health bar gone, because that's 20 Blight and another 16. That's a lot of fucking Blight on that men-at-arms. He's dropping to 0 from that, by the way. He's dropping to 0 from a crit panic darts. And what I did on him. It's actually completely insane when you think about it. Very nice for me. Your pathetic universe is weak to the scythe. Very cool. Very cool, Omni. I dig it. I could go Abyssal Artillery here, but the hit chance is absolutely miserable. Or I could go for this and make my opponent's life just that bit harder. Yeah, just that bit harder doing that, because now they have to go Shadow Fade, and sure, Shadow Fade's good, but it's not as good as, you know, whatever else they could be doing. Like Panic Darts twice would be better. Yeah, absolutely would be better. And they have to go for it, else the Flagellum can't do anything, and our the men-at-arms can't riposte either. So really the only move for him is the Guard here, but then I just slam and, like, I just win. XD. And I just win! This team is the team. I don't know what to call it. Maybe just call it like one and done or something. Or if you want to be like a Chinese player, you can call it like Wolf Acer, because they call the occultist Acer. And they call it the Abomination Wolf, so Wolf Acer. I don't know. Probably one and done is a good name for it, but that's like a base name. I don't know. Give me suggestions for the team's name in the comments. But yeah, anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers!